Welcome back to another episode of the Green Bay Packers franchise here in Madden 25. Today we're going to be taking care of the NFC Championship game. We're going to be facing none other than the Philadelphia Eagles. They beat the Buccaneers down here in a game 24-21. Very close game. They have been so solid, and we just pushed them off the pedestal of the top seeded spot down to the second spot in the, I think it was week 16 or something like that. It was a tight race. Now we get to face off again. This week we don't have a lot to take care of. Actually, there's not a lot happening. We will be taking a look at the Eagles roster straight away to find out who they've got on their team. And apart from that weekly strategy, then I'm just going to show you the changes I made to our team really quickly, and then we're going to be off to the game. We can immediately see that Jalen Hurts is injured. I'm not going to go for the pun, alright? I'm not going to say Jalen Hurts is hurt, right? Because that would be really beneath me. I did think about it though, so take that with a grain of salt if you want to. He's got a broken thumb out for a week. This is actually big news for us because Eddie Chavez or Tanner McKee will be the quarterbacks. We're not going to be underestimating anybody because of this, but we're just saying, alright, this is something to consider, especially when picking the defensive strategy. We're facing Josh Jacobs though, the running back that we traded to the Eagles. Got Saquon Barkley in return. Zamir White is here as well, and Jaden Ott. Again, I mean, we know Josh Jacobs, we know how good he is, so there's not much sense in talking about this too much now, but we are going to have our work cut out for us in the run game. Seth Hamels is a rookie fullback. The wide receivers, A.J. Brown, superstar depth trade. Devonta Smith injured, also superstar depth trade. Evan Stewart looking pretty good, 2286. Jahan Dotson, got Demetrius Borden and Aeneas Smith, who's out injured. Jahan Dotson joining from the Commanders. I have to say this is a very, very good receiving room. Very nice distribution of ages. So all that looking pretty good. The tight ends, Dawson Knox joining from the Bills, Jelani Woods, Gordon Hobbs, and Luke Benson. Let me just check on Jelani Woods. I think he was a Colt before, right? Coming from Indianapolis. Yeah, there we go. So they reconfigured their tight end room, brought in a veteran player. And it's just looking very balanced, right? There's no standouts, but there are also no big drop-offs among the top three here. Left tackle Jordan Mailata, he's a very experienced, very, very solid left tackle with a backup player ranked 66 overall. Landon Dickerson, 2789, looking good. Trevor Keegan, all right. But the left side looking very good. Luke Fortner, 2876, 2574. Yes, we traded Jacob Monk to them, and he's injured again. So to be fair, I'm not too sad about this. But Luke Fortner, looking like a decent player, good strength, good awareness at the age of 28, just a solid center right there. Wyatt Teller, 3190, Tate Ratledge. This is an extremely stacked right guard room. Let me just tell you that. Wow. And right tackle is Mike McGlinchey, another veteran player, and JD Waddle. A very, very good offensive line. Good protection. Hurts is out though, so we're going to see how they can protect Chavez. On the defense, we've got DeAndre Wilbur, 2378, and Moro Ojomo. DeAndre Wilbur actually looks quite intriguing. Normal depth rate at 78 at age 23. This is looking very promising, already in the top 32 of the best left edges or left ends in the league. Right edge is Jalen Carter, superstar depth trait, but he's out injured. So Byron Young will be taken over here. He is a former Ram, unless I'm completely off now. No, Las Vegas Raider. Am I mistaken him with another dude called Young? Is there another Byron Young? I could have sworn there was. Anyways, D-tackles, Jordan Davis out injured as well. Nasir Stackhouse, James Bull. Again, we're not going to be underestimating these front three because DeAndre Wilbur looks pretty strong actually, so he's going to be coming at us fast. Over here, we're going to be looking at Byron Young. Again, good strength, but of course he's a little bit weaker than Jalen Carter compared, and Jordan Davis is missing as well. Nasir Stackhouse is really good as well, take my word for it. But again, they're not having their star players. Bryce Huff is a very good left outside linebacker. Jeremy Marshall, this looks like a very nice setup. Devin White at mid linebacker, solid veteran player. Award winner Jimmy Trotter, so good, 2377. Then Ben Van Sumeren, never heard of the dude before. Josh Sweat on right outside linebacker. So the linebackers are way more dangerous. Here, Anthony Hill Jr. as the backup, and 2278 already. I think he's going to take over the position next season. Pretty cool. Cornerback, Quinion Mitchell, 2588, with Isaiah Rogers Sr., Keely Ringo, Silas Caldwell, and Gentry Williams, who we also traded to them. I just didn't really have the need for that cornerback. But the room looks pretty nice. Quinion Mitchell, very good CB1. The others, very balanced. Free safety, Reed Blankenship. He's been so good for the 4 years he's been around. I think he's one of those that's a little bit slept on, in my opinion, but he's just really, really good at what he does. And then we've got CJ Gardner-Johnson, again with the Eagles, 2889, and Alex Collins, sadly injured, because 2177 is a really good starting point for the rookie, but CJ Gardner-Johnson, of course, is fit. Kicker is Jake Elliott, and the punter is Daniel Whelan. Now, weekly strategy time. How do we approach this? It would be unclever to not focus on the quarterback here, right? He is not the same quality as Jalen Hurts. That is a big asset for us. And this is why I'm focusing on the short pass. If we can limit the pass game, I think we can be able to control the run game as well. And if we can completely shut down the passing, that would be huge. Now, how do we approach this game? We're going to go with a run inside. I like that option. I'm going to run out the front three. I feel good about my running back core. All right, guys, it's ready to rumble time. That sentence came out all jumbled. Whatever, going to leave it in. We're facing off against the Philadelphia Eagles now, and there's a lot of storylines going on. Saquon Barkley facing his former team. Josh Jacobs facing his former team. Jacob Monk, not going to talk about him. Eric Gentry Williams, not going to talk about him. But there's just so much going on here. Two franchises with a lot of tradition to them. We are utilizing the all yellow again. That is just our shtick in this playoff. And I gave the Eagles their 1980 away uniform. I really felt like that would be a fitting thing to do, since we're going retro and they're going retro as well. By the way, I adjusted the helmet here. If you want to use the 2000s alternate uniform, which is the all yellow, the helmet is yellow as well, but the standard yellow is slightly off, which means I had to take the 1960s helmet. And now, enough about colors and all that. Let's get down to playing. Beautiful uniforms, by the way. I'm sorry about that. We are fully stacked. Everybody is fit, and we're gonna get going. I hope we have a fun game. I hope I can give you an exciting game. And you can see that we're gonna be missing our center. We're gonna miss Marshawn Lloyd. By the way, I added Tip Ryman out of the practice squad. He is a tight end. I wanted to make sure that we, in case of injury, just have another tight end to go with. And the Eagles defense is immediately showing us why they are where they are right now. This defense is a very good one. And we're immediately being shown that the run game is going to be a problem if we want to pursue that. There we go, Lucas with the spin move and even avoiding that first tackle. By the way, I know that the spelling is off. Yes, I know. Usually he's spelled H-A-S-Z, but I couldn't do that. Madden said that was offensive for whatever weird reason, so I had to go with Z-S. But the initial spelling in the draft file was A-A-S or A-A-Z, and that just didn't really feel right. I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it. Just felt like I would prefer to change that up, and this is what I did. Now, we've got Weldon as the slot receiver. He's the fastest receiver I have. I also dragged up another wide receiver. I think his name is Eddie Jackson or something like that, or George Jackson, not quite sure. He's 74 rated. He's a big dude. He's 6'4". He's as big as Lamar Beckham is. and I'm gonna use him as a slot wide receiver in the he's gonna be my third string slot receiver. Hard hits, 2nd and 7, 3 yards. As you can see, 3 rushes, 5 yards to gain. And I'm not gonna say that I knew this was gonna happen, but you can see that immediately we are having issues here. Now, bruised elbow, Wilcox will take over. We're gonna go for a slip screen. I'm still testing the waters here, what works best. I feel like the pass game will be important today for us and for them. There we go. Nice. Let's go around the outside, and this is beautiful going here. Pushed to the outside. And at least we have a gain for Saquon, who has been a little bit slow in the last few games, just because the run game was stifled so incredibly efficiently. I want to see a flawless game today. I want to see a game where we don't have any mistakes, no funny stuff. There we go. Good pass to Wilcox, and Wilcox will just run it in. We're gonna spike it. It's the first touchdown in this game. We have home field advantage, and we take the lead against the Philadelphia Eagles, who, to be fair, are considerably weakened. They're missing a few of their star players on defense, and on offense they're missing their star quarterback, and that is a gut punch. But look at this one here. Chavez actually not doing that badly. We're pushed back to the 15 with, I reckon that was a punt, but no picks, no interceptions, nothing of the sort. Good catch for Lowry here. Tried to go for the turn up to the 41. What a clean throw. Good route. And these are a lot of the players that we brought in at the age of 21, at the age of 22. So a lot of that happening. Good catch here though. And now they are getting better and better. They are able to play in playoff games, be productive. That's something that I really like to nourish, and to also see that flourishing. Turn. Oh, I would have loved to undercut the defender there on his move. There we go. Second quarter. 3 minutes 46. Saquon Barkley. Let's go. Let's get those 4 yards picked up. There we go. I even felt like I could have gone towards the outside. That was a whistle. Yeah. And it's Saquon taking a seat. That's Cheatham there, who's currently playing as my starting left outside linebacker. Clock has stopped. Look at that Wicks. Look at that Weldon. Weldon is my speedster. The only question is he capable of getting through the contact here? And that's Jordan Morgan going down injured. I dragged up a mid linebacker from the practice squad who's actually better than Larry Wynn. And yet, it's not going to make a lot of difference because I'm currently well set at the left outside linebacker using Cheatham there. But of course, we might have to switch and yeah, just use another player there. Just see that. Wicks catches the ball at the 5-yard line. Is ushered out of bounds. And there we go. Number 27 was following all the way. There was no, he had to slow down a little bit because the trajectory was going downwards. I reckon if that would have been overthrown in a manner, could have probably meant that we could have scored a touchdown. I'm gonna look for a read on this one. There you go. Let's just throw this one away. I didn't want to risk it. There was nobody open. That wasn't really open. Reed was covered. I saw the linebacker waiting. Not sure. I would like to hit Reed actually now. It looks like a pretty good option over there. Number 19 was there. We're 5 yards out. 3rd and goal. All right, let's try the spacing. Let's go for the spacing. I could have gone for a run play as well, I reckon. It's going to be Reed or it's going to be Lowry. Oh my lord, that was a pass interference. That has to be pass interference. There we go. All right. We're of course going to accept this one. Automatic first down. Now we get another set of downs at the 1 yard line. I will happily take that, and I will also happily go for a few runs now. It's a yard, right? It's a yard. We've got Saquon. Ooh, lordy. Stop that, the 1. I'm not going to say it's typical, but it tends to happen, and Saquon is injured. All right, Derrick Henry. They're just stacked, absolutely stacked in there. Wow. All right, here we go. But they're not stopping King Henry on this one. No chance of that happening. Once he gets rumbling, it's really hard to stop him. And in the middle, there was a gap. So it was possible to move in there. 2 minutes 46. Turnover. All right. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Let's go with the scissor run. Oof, we're super far back. Actually, I'm not going to go with this. I'm going to go with the halfback lead. On this one, Derrick Henry. There we go, 5 yards. Moving ahead. Picking up some steam. Let's go with a slip screen on this one. Feel like that could work. I have to go backwards. I know. Oh, yeah, we didn't get through. We didn't get through on that one. How about the slants? That could work, right? Looking at Weldon. Looking at Haas, or we just go this way with Montgomery. Let's go like this. There's a gap. I like that gap. Let's get the first down. Quinion Mitchell with his 3rd tackle. Injury timeout. Who's this? Is that Montgomery? Wow, we're really using up all of our running backs right now. Let's see. We're gonna go dagger. Let's give our halfbacks a break here. Wicks is going to be my target. I'm actually not going to be looking for... Oh my goodness, 74 was standing in the way of Wicks. How stupid can you get, please, man? How stupid can you... I'm not happy. Because that is just... I mean, it's realistic. You sometimes run into your own players. It does happen, of course. Caught. 3rd and 6. Are they stopping us right now? I wouldn't like to see that. Now, let's go with Henry or Reed. Keeping an eye out on more players than just one. What the hell was that? Henry didn't even look. He didn't even look. How crazy, man. How crazy is this? That has been a horrible drive. Right, Stokes would have been there. Let's get Chavez out again. They get a field goal. They get a 2nd field goal. All right. Now we get the ball again, and now I would like to produce something here. All right, because that last drive was abysmal. Really bad. Really bad. Derrick Henry disappointing. Didn't turn around. We bumped into our own players. Yikes! My goodness, 34 was there. Almost a pick. Alright, in this game we can only hurt ourselves. This is one of those where if we play unfocused, if we play lax, then we're gonna have problems. Now, Derrick Henry, let's go forward here. It's 3rd and 3. We're gonna go for those 3 yards with another run play here. Derrick Henry, come on, man. I want to see you perform well. We get a first down. 78 is there. It's not really like they are... It's not really like they are really stopping us early, but they did stifle us on that one. Now, this is just too stacked. I don't see this working out. Let's try a bench. Reed would be my intended receiver. There we go. Can we get away from number 34? Almost. All right, we fight for yardage, get to the 34-yard line, and 76 takes a knee. That is Rasheed Walker. No, sorry, that's Emory Jones Jr. My bad. Here we go. Nate Weldon. We've got Wicks. There we go. Is he going to be open? It actually looks like it. I could have gone for his spinny move. Killian Ringo manages to push him out of bounds at the one. But that was lovely. Just open up. He got the speed on his opposing man. And then had to turn, of course. Good game so far by Dontavian Wicks. Dislocated elbow for Emory Jones. Not great. Wicks is activated. Consecutive passes. Yeah, we're going to go for a run here. Going to run this one in. And let's spike this one. Derrick Henry. I love this. Should I spike it? And looking back, everybody goes, yeah, man, spike it. And then he spikes it. That's very, very fun. There we go. Punching in. Scored another touchdown. Come on, defense. Defense turns it around. Good. 21-6. I'm gonna say something, and I hope I don't rue this one, but I think we've got this one. I think we've got it. I think it's time to save our player material for the big game. I don't want to see any unnecessary injuries. I really, really don't want anything to happen. That's untoward here. Now, we're going to go with Weldon as 2, Larry as 1. We're going to use Beckham here, and we're going to use Jackson. I would like to see what Jackson can do. Maybe ahead of Weldon or ahead of Larry. Maybe even ahead of Larry. Let's go like this. Let's go crazy balls, all right? In here, we're now going to use Ryman. Let's use you here, and Wilcox. Wilcox will be tight end 1. And now we're just going to be backfilling. I'm just using backup players, and backup players. Kevin Sewell's out injured. That sucks, of course. So we might use... Can I use Davison? No, because he's already starting. Let's use Morrow. And over here, Swinton is active already. Now, in here, we're going to use Juan Franklin. In here, we're going to use Kingsley Anakbari. We're going to use Cross and Armstead. Cheatham. Why not? But I'd like to give Mays a shot, though. I'm going to give him a shot here, though. He's just better than Wynn at the moment. That is surprising, but this is why I like to keep dudes in the practice squad to make sure that we develop them, and that if it's feasible, they get a shot. Now, we've basically reshuffled the whole team. We're absolutely going to go 2 clock on this one here. We're going to start with a halfback zone weak. Milrow is going to hand it off to Montgomery. I'm still using certain players for certain situations, of course, and Montgomery is one of those third down running backs or even power halfback. Blankenship with the stop here. Their defense is good. There's no shade on the defense. I feel like their problem currently lies in the offense, and of course not having Jalen Hurts at their disposal. Clock keeps on ticking. We're 21-6. I don't see them getting back into this one. We have to play it clever. We have to play a well thought game here. Nevertheless, But this might even... Oh, they stop us out of the one. And the player goes down, number 78. This, to be fair... Is this Stackhouse? I think it's this here Stackhouse. To be fair, I really feel like this is an uneven contest. Or it was an uneven contest. Right now, I think it's getting a little bit more fair, a little bit more balanced, because of course we are using backup players on the defense and also on the offense, and yet Sanchez, come on. All right, game is over. I don't know what that score was, but it's 28 versus 14, and we break into Super Bowl. We're gonna play, I don't know who, the Steelers or the Chiefs. It's gonna be an incredibly tough game, but we are NFC champions, so we're gonna savor the moment here. A very clean game. No interceptions, no mistakes, no penalties, no silly stuff happening. We didn't really hinder ourselves too much. That one drive was frustrating, but we go back into rhythm very, very quickly after that. Alright, I was kind of dreading this screen right here because I knew nothing good would come of injuries this late in the season. Looking at this one here, Dalen Wade will return next week. Next week is a Pro Bowl, so he will be fit by then. Sewell will not return on time. Emory Jones will not return on time. And this one stings the most. Saquon Barkley will not return on time. That is a major bummer. Really, really is. Now, we're going to go and put Emory Jones on the injured reserve list. There's no use in keeping him around right now. A right tackle is what we need right now. We're also going to be putting Saquon Barkley on the injured reserve list. I hate this with a vengeance. I am really unhappy about this because we would have needed him in the Super Bowl. There's no question about that. At least we get back Wade, but we're going to be looking for a right tackle and for a running back. Now, how do we approach this this search? First off, I want to look at the free agents, if there's anybody in there that can help us. I really hope so. I don't expect anything, to be fair. You've got DJ Humphries, Chume Edoga. Yeah, these are not great options. Lael Collins is one that I would lean towards because of his strength rating. The 85, that's pretty good. But again, overall, he's not really going to help us that much. Coleman Shelton, we've got Conor McGovern, David Andrews. So we could bring in a center to help us out there. Right guard, who would be available? Trey Turner. And here, I mean, Tyree Phillips, George Fant. George Fant is probably our best bet, just to bring in a veteran player that can immediately have an impact. I will bring him in for the moment. Now we're going to be looking at the running backs. Let's see. Rashawn Johnson is available. Alvin Kamara is available. Aaron Jones is available. I actually think we're going to go with one of these. Rashawn Johnson is not a scheme fit. I'm going to bring in Aaron Jones. I feel like his style of play could be one that really fits the best. But I also am going to be taking a look at the practice squad. We do have players in there. That was a wrong button. Come on. Now, we've got a running back in here, Justin McPhee. I'm going to be putting him on the roster now. And then we've got two offensive. We even have Don Brown here and Stanley Ford. Now, does he have upgrade points? Let's see. How far can we upgrade him? Don Brown. As much as I'd like to use it, dude, like this, I have to be realistic and I have to think about what we need now in the situation we're in. And we're heading into the Super Bowl, for crying out loud, right? This is not fun times. This is not a regular season game. I'm not looking for a backup. I'm looking for a player that can play in the Super Bowl if I need him to play. So I've got these two here. I think Don Brown is not really that feasible Stanley Ford. I'm gonna put him into the starting lineup, and now we're gonna compare. Let's see. All right, we're gonna start with the running back situation. So Saquon Barkley's injured, Marshawn Lloyd is injured, so Derrick Henry, David Montgomery, then we've got Dylan, then we've got Aaron Jones, and then we've got Justin McPhee. I think Justin McPhee, we don't have to pressure him in any way, shape, or form. He's 21, he's 74 rated. I want to use him in next year's roster for sure. I think right now I need a veteran that can play, and yeah, we are using veterans all over the place. So I'm gonna put Justin McPhee back on the practice squad. No shame in that. And we're gonna look at the offensive line now real quick. Right, this is sorted, I would say. This is sorted in a way that I don't appreciate, but all right. Now we've got a right guard here. That's Stanley Ford. I could probably use Morrow over on the tackle as well. I'm gonna be using Gerard Swinton though. Emory Jones is out, and George Fant is actually a regular right tackle, and I feel like I'm gonna use him. He's a backup player, right? He doesn't have to play. I'm just not feeling that comfortable. Otherwise, it's 85 and 70. He's not that far behind actually. Strength and awareness, and he's got 79 and 84. It's not much between these players. I'm actually gonna go back on what I said. I'm gonna be using my own player, the right guard. We're gonna see how that goes. All right, enough shifting now. I completely skimmed over the weekly awards. I didn't even notice these. Jordan Love, great job by him in the game against the Cowboys. Fantastic stuff. 16, 22, 224 pass yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 sack. Only that was a very, very good performance. Quinn Ewers, Jesus Christ, he is looking dangerous. Nick Bolton, yeah, we're gonna be up for a very, very fun game in the Super Bowl. We've got 1 week to heal up some players and just rest up before the big showdown. I don't know who we're gonna be playing. I'm gonna be revealing that together with you guys in the next episode. I really enjoyed I enjoyed today's episode. I really enjoyed today's episode, and I really hope you enjoyed it as well. I hope you had a fun time watching this game. It was a little bit easier than I expected, to be fair. I'm not disappointed. I'm gonna take the win, no questions. We are champions. That's fantastic. And now we're going to be focusing on the Super Bowl in the next episode. If you liked it, do drop a like. It means a lot to me. If you would consider subscribing, that would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for being a part of this, for making me feel special. Stay awesome, stay healthy, stay safe out there, and I really hope to see you again next time.